Police identified the man they say and his Uber driver. That was him. Police say 30-year-old Kane Roden was drunk when officers found him early yesterday morning. He's accused of murdering a man loved ones described as a husband, father, and a father figure to many. Peyton Yeager spoke with the victim's family as well as a woman who witnessed the shooting. Peyton.
Steve, and the victim, again described as a strong, caring, hardworking individual. I'm told he's been driving for Uber for quite some time. Before that, he was a taxi driver. Meanwhile, here at North Richland Hills Police, investigators are still looking into what led up to this fatal
They want justice.
A widow and her child heartbroken and hoping for justice. Her husband, 60-year-old Tiharu Diallo, a rideshare driver, was by his passenger, according to North Richland Hills Police. Diallo just recently became a father a few years ago, but his family says he's a known father figure to many.
He's seen me through different phases of my life, and you know, it's hard to process that he's not going to be there to experience all the other parts of my life.
Ring video sent to Fox 4 shows Diallo's dark-colored vehicle pass by and then come to a stop out of frame. Minutes later, just after midnight Wednesday morning, North Richland Hills officers rushed to the neighborhood near Smithfield Road and Mid-Cities Boulevard. Lauren Shoffett says she witnessed the Her dogs woke her up, so she went outside. A dark-colored vehicle was parked in the street, and the driver's side door was open.
I saw a man come from around the passenger side, around the back of the car, and I saw him, two hands, looked almost like the stance. And I saw him, heard it, saw the flash, and I ran away.
Police say the rideshare passenger was 30-year-old Kane Roden, who now faces a murder charge. Roden was highly intoxicated, according to officers, and a firearm was found next to him when he was arrested. A motive is still being investigated. Neighbors tell Fox 4 Roden lives just feet away from where the took place, so it's unknown if Roden was being dropped off or picked up. Uber working alongside detectives during this investigation. For Diallo's loved ones, they know the 60-year-old was killed on the job trying to provide a living for his family.
All he do is just to go work, you know, take care of his family. Somebody that we will miss, but we will never forget him.
Roden, the suspect, remains in the Tarrant County Jail this evening. Again, he is charged with murder. In addition to murder, he is also being held on two outstanding charges from a different law enforcement agency here in North Texas. That includes against family charge and also violating bond and protective order charge. Roden does have a criminal history, according to public records. Some previous charges include aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and terroristic threat of a family household.
So let me get this straight. So the guy is either ride sharing or, you know, just called an Uber. Intoxicated, again, that's no type of excuse for anything at all. But I will say, when people decide to drink or become inebriated, it will allow them to fully be who it is that they actually are. And we can already see that this person was just a killer. This was just on their mind. They did not care what the consequences were. They had their minds already made up. They were just looking for a target. And again, there was no rhyme or a reason on why it is that this happened. They can't even give you one. We can't even hear of one. And then you had a woman of his community, and again, shocking that, you know, somebody of his community decides to come out and actually speak on what took place and give very great detail on what took place at all. She was like, hey, you know, I heard my dogs barking. I was wondering what was going on outside. And as I went there to pretty much calm them down, I witnessed this male step directly outside of this vehicle and then decide to commit to some actions, of which Did not make any type of sense. I saw the whole thing happen with my own two eyes. Diabolical. But you know, the funniest thing is, even with her being an eyewitness to the account, we're not talking about AI, door camera, hearsay, you know, somebody using other type of, you know, wizardry to record or to state what happened. Even with all of that evidence from a source, from a person that was there, boots on the ground, you will still have people online defending and stating that he did nothing wrong, that he is innocent. Also within the video, you are able to see the men and women and the children of his community. And you were able to see that he was cared about and loved in that community. Because when the cameras came, the people came out to show representation and support for a man that meant so much in that community, that touched so many lives in that community, and now he's gone. Who's going to replace that? Do you think somebody from his family is going to come through and try to, you know, fill in the shoes, fill in that gap, and to make sure that the community and the family is doing well? They don't care. They don't care. Usually whenever instances like this take place, people like him, his family, his friends, they're not going to come to said community and give their condolences, to apologize for what it is that took place, to denounce what it is that took place, to try and do things to mend or to help the healing of said people and or community. They're not going to do any of that. They're going to simply sweep it directly under the rug and move directly on, because that's realistically how they care about the lives of other individuals who do not specifically look like them. And again, my condolences to that family. My condolences to the friends. My condolences to the co-worker and the children directly out there. Because as that young woman spoke, you can tell that he meant a lot, that he was in a sense like a father figure. Not sure, you know, where the other people or the male representatives of her family are, but obviously that man was important enough where through her trying to convey by words what it is that he meant and how it is that she feels, you can see it by the tears pouring down her face. And knowing the fact that she has more than likely grown into a woman, and that this man was there to basically try to guide and to make sure that she's going to be on a proper road to womanhood, by way of which that a man could do is trying to, you know, be that guarding ruler, trying to protect her from other young men and men directly out here, trying to give her certain types of insight and different types of information. And now she's looking at all of that and it's gone. It's all gone. It's just completely gone because of one person's actions. A person that obviously did not care about human life and just wanted to go out there and try to find a reason to take somebody's for no reason. We're not talking about some discrepancy. We're not talking about a fight. We're not talking about a scuffle that took place. We're not talking about a robbery. We're talking about somebody who called a ride service in order to go to and from, and decided at that point, well, this is a good time to commit to this action. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's I'm not even sure if discussing would even properly explain those actions. And again, looking at the picture of his mugshot, you can tell he doesn't care. It's weighing nothing on his mind, on whatever soul that he may have. It's nothing. It's crazy work. Crazy work. And the most interesting thing is that the people that you see, no matter how angry they are, they will still try to, not even try to, they will still preach life. They will preach forgiveness. They will preach loving another human being as another human being. Treat those as you'll want to be treated. No matter the pain and the heartache that they are currently going through at this moment in time. It's crazy how things like that happen. Where you have people like that who, no matter how they're affected, they are trained / made to turn the other cheek, to not feel a certain type of way, while other people really get to express their emotions and how it is that they really feel internally. It's crazy how the world works. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.